Social Security. Are you even going to get your benefits anymore? I have some surprising information for you in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so you can join the fastest growing advocacy group and the #1 channel right here on YouTube dedicated to bringing you all the latest updates as it pertains to Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, stimulus, the stimulus package, stimulus checks, money, benefits, and so much more that we're covering right here in our videos every single day, as it's very confusing out there and I'm very much dedicated to helping out all of you in any way that I possibly can. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into this right now. And one quick side note, yes, my wife Corey will be back in just a couple minutes here with the new updated list of shoutouts for all of those names pulled right out of the fan club. So stay tuned for that. You may get a shoutout in this video. Congratulations in advance. All right, let's talk about this Social Security and this surprising information that I have for you in this video. So there's been this ongoing debate for many, many years now. In fact, if you've been around for any length of time now, you know that you've been hearing these statements, right? Social Security is ending. Social Security is bankrupt. Social Security has no money. Social Security is going broke. All of these different statements, right? We've been hearing it for so many years. Well, what's the truth on all this? Well, as of right now, there's no change, right? Social Security is totally fine. They have a bunch of money. They have about $3 trillion in the trust funds. They're sending out benefits every single month. All of the promised benefits, no change, right? Well, that's not the surprising information. If that was the surprising information, you'd be pretty disappointed because there's nothing surprising about it, right? However, I do have some surprising information here in just a minute that I'll be sharing with you. However, considering we've been hearing these debates go on and on for many, many years now, we do know one thing. According to a recent report, we've heard that Social Security will likely be insolvent as of about 2032. That's about 10 years or so from right now. Well, what does insolvency mean? Let me explain this really quickly here. So basically what it means is that the trust fund would be depleted, right? $0 in the trust fund means it's done, right? Means the Social Security is ending, right? No, not really actually. What it actually means is that the trust fund may be depleted at that time, and they may only be able to pay out about 78% of promised benefits. Why? Well, because they have tax revenues that still come in, right? Remember when you get your paycheck, you look at your pay stub, and there's a couple different deductions on there, one being FICA. Remember that one? Yeah, well, there's also Social Security taxes that we're paying on the income that we earn, right? So everybody that goes out and they, earn an income, things like this, they pay into Social Security, into the trust fund. Well, basically what would happen is at the time that they can only pay out about 78% of promised benefits, basically what they would do is they would take all of the tax revenues and then they'd bring it in and then push it right back out the door in the form of paying benefits. Therefore, the tax revenues coming in are less than what's going out the door in actual benefits. Therefore, the 78% payable of promised benefits. That's where they're coming up with that. So that's what it means by insolvency. The trust fund's empty, but yet they're paying out just the benefits that are coming in based on tax revenues coming in the door for Social Security. So that's kind of a brief overview of the insolvency and all these other things. However, that's many, many years out from right now. However, there's a lot of people out there that are maybe worried, like, hey, what's going on with my Social Security? These benefits are going out to about 70 million beneficiaries every single month. And the vast majority of those beneficiaries, this is their only source of income every single month. So any reduction to benefits or any kind of end or disruption to their benefits could be catastrophic, right? It could be a very, very sad and unfortunate situation. However, again, please don't worry about that. There's nothing to worry about right now. The only potential disruption could be in about 10 years or so when the potential insolvency were to hit. But again, that's a very long time from now. However, as it comes out, and according to recent surveys and reports and all of these different questionnaires, There's a lot of people that are feeling pretty pessimistic about Social Security and all of their benefits coming up. So with that being said, I do want to bring my wife in, Corey. She's going to read an article to you. It's only about 3 minutes or so long, and it lays it out very clearly how people are actually feeling about Social Security right now. I'm going to give you a little heads up. It's not very good, okay? But I think a lot of people in this community are also feeling possibly the same way, which is, hey, these are my only benefits. I rely on my monthly benefit. It's $800, it's $900, it's $1,000, whatever it is, and this is my only income. I am very reliant on this money. Hey, I totally get it. Very, very important, right? If this thing were to disappear, that'd be a really sad situation. However, like I said, please don't worry about that. It's not disappearing anytime soon. Social Security has been around for many, many decades, and it's likely going to continue to be around for many, many decades. However, there could potentially be some changes in the relatively near future, as in, a decade out from now or so. So anyway, with that being said, Corey's going to bring in this article for you. She's going to read it to you. I think it's going to be a little bit eye-opening, but at the same time, probably not all that surprising. And then right after she reads that, of course, she'll come back and read the winners of the shout-outs for this video right here. And of course, like I said, those names are drawn right out of the fan club. If you're interested in checking that out, again, it is not required by any means at all. Totally optional, but there's a link down in the description. Otherwise, at the top of the comments section, there'll be a link as well. So again, make sure to subscribe down below and share this video, as well as go back and check out some of the other 2000 videos. All right, Corey, take it away, and I'll see all of you in the next video.
71% of Americans are worried Social Security will run out of money in their lifetimes. Why experts say that won't happen, by Lori Conish. 71% of Americans fear Social Security could run out in their lifetime, a survey finds. Those worries have only been increased amid the COVID-19 pandemic. While urgent action is needed to fix the program, it won't disappear anytime soon, experts say. Most Americans are worried that Social Security will run out in their lifetimes, and those fears have only gotten worse amid the COVID-19 pandemic. That's according to a survey from financial services company Nationwide, which found that 71% of adults felt that way. Fears about the benefit programs were highest among Gen Xers at 83% and millennials with 77%, while just 61% of baby boomers agreed. What's more, 47% of millennials said they believe they will not get a dime of the Social Security benefits they have earned. Many Americans, 59%, say they are more pessimistic now about the program running out of funding following the onset of the pandemic. Meanwhile, 19% say COVID-19 has prompted them to consider their plans for claiming benefits, with 11% planning to delay filing and 9% planning to claim earlier. The trust funds on which Social Security relies to pay benefits have been running low. The last official projection by the Social Security Administration indicated those funds could run out in 2035, at which point 79% of promised benefits would be payable. The estimate did weigh any pandemic effects. Even so, fears that the program will run dry and benefit checks will stop are unfounded, said the Director of Economic Policy at the Bipartisan Policy Center. Many people hear the words insolvent or bankrupt and they automatically assume the program is just going to disappear, when in reality, Social Security has been around for well over 80 years now, and it has more support than just about any other government function, he said, and it is highly unlikely that is going to disappear anytime soon. While it is likely there will be a fix, Congress is taking a long time to act. That can create uncertainty for Americans who are trying to plan for their retirement. Moreover, the sooner lawmakers act, the less dramatic those changes may be. Higher taxes, benefit cuts, or a combination of both are among the adjustments that would likely need to be considered. It is not so serious and significant that the program is going to disappear, but it is also not such an easy fix that we can wait for the last minute and just patch it overnight. Benefit cuts would likely be less than 25% if they happen at all, based on research by the founder and president of Covisum, a Social Security claiming company. To help calm those fears and enable people to plan, Covisum recently debuted an online tool to show how Social Security benefits cuts would affect a person's monthly checks. Notably, the calculator did not include a scenario where benefits disappear altogether. The likelihood of it going to zero is as close to zero as you can get. We're excited to give a shout out to Tracy Line, MS Ogadiva, Suzanne Fulbright, May Bella, aka Maygirl, Marcella Reyes, Teresa Brewer, Sky Robb, and Imogene Tibbetts. Thank you guys for being in the fan club.